Wan Su is a woman coming from a poor family, but she has made it in life and became a rich golfer. Today, she is attending one of UNICEF's headquarters as a guest speaker. Wan Su speaks about a young girl who was abducted by a terrorist group, but thankfully managed to survive. When Wan Su finishes her speech, her secretary informs her that she has received various threats from the terrorist group. The secretary suggests that they cancel their plans for the rest of the day, but Wan Su does not like that idea. Wan Su meets with Prince Mohammed for an interview before heading to a shopping district in Manila in order to prepare for a fundraiser. When she walks out of a jewelry shop, the young woman accompanying her is shot by a sniper whose initial aim was to kill Wan Su. Her bodyguard tries to take her to safety, but he is also killed by the sniper. Wan Su is shocked, but she is also lucky as a man named Du Yun intervenes and rushes her behind a car. The sniper keeps shooting at them, but he can't get them. Du Yun gets the opportunity to shoot back at the sniper so he can provide cover for himself and Wan Su. He takes the woman to an SUV vehicle and they drive away. Wan Su is shocked, but the two of them make it away from the city. Du Yun exclaims that he is going to find a place where they will be safe, but the vehicle is in a bad condition and they get an engine malfunction. The woman wants to know who this man is, and Du Yun claims that he was just passing by. Wan Su is not convinced by his answer and insists on asking him, but Du Yun reassures her that he is not one of the bad guys. He insists on saying that he was just passing by and decided to help her. Du Yun tries to fix the engine, but realizes that there is a GPS tracker attached to the inner parts of the car. He removes the tracker and proceeds to have a talk with Wan Su, telling her that they have to ditch the car because the bad guys have probably tracked them already. Wan Su asks him to call the police, but Du Yun claims that is not a good idea because the bad guys might have their connections in the police. So the best thing they can do for now is to go to his place since he lives nearby. Soon the two of them arrive at Du Yun's house, and he asks Wan Su if she has any idea who is trying to kill her. The woman gets suspicious because she does not really know him and tries to leave, but Du Yun tells her that it is not safe to leave alone. He says that he is going to drive her to the embassy and prompts her to call somebody she trusts to pick her up from there. However, he warns her not to disclose their exact location just to make sure they will be fine. Du Yun takes care of his wounds and then comes out of the bathroom to take Wan Su to the embassy. The woman exclaims that she did not call anyone because she does not remember any number by heart. Nonetheless, that does not change their plan, and the mysterious savior is going to drive her to the embassy. The two of them share an electrified moment when Du Yun wipes the blood out of her face, but Wan Su stops it as soon as she realizes that there is a spark between the two of them. Soon, Wan Su is reunited with her husband, who takes her to the hospital and asks her to cancel tonight's party. Later, Wan Su also meets with her mother-in-law, Miss Park, and the two of them have a disagreement. The old lady asks her to deliver some bribe money to the Chinese ambassador, but Wan Su doesn't want to have any part in that. Then, the old lady asks her to cancel tonight's party, as her son asked her, but Wan Su refuses to do so. Ms. Park is infuriated, but there is nothing she can do for now, even though she proclaims that she would love to have Wan Su killed. In the meantime, Du Yun recalls one of his old friends and the close bond the two of them shared. It is indicated that Du Yun is trying to get involved with Huane Group, which belongs to Ms. Park, to resolve a case of the past. The head of Huane Group's security meets with Du Yun to thank him, but it appears that the two men know one another. The chief of security asks Du Yun to join him so they can work together like the old times. When it is time for the party, Wan Su and her husband Kim are well-dressed and ready to join their guests. Before they get to the hall, though, the chief of security stops them to introduce them to Du Yun, who is the newest member of their security team. Wan Su knows him very well and feels a spark now that she sees him again. The chief presents Du Yun to Kim by saying that they used to work together in the past. He also had Du Yun as his apprentice in the police academy when he was an instructor there. Kim thanks Du Yun for what he did and prompts the chief to reward the new bodyguard accordingly. When the rich couple joins the party, Wan Su starts recalling her past and how she got to this point. When she was a kid, her mother used to work for Ms. Park, who liked to golf. Ms. Park was abusive toward her mother and used to slap her because she called her madam. Her mother stole some golf clubs and started teaching the game to Wan Su. Wan Su liked it and she was good at it, which made her interested in the sport. After many years, her mother pushed Wan Su to play professionally and sent her to the U.S. to participate in various tournaments. Wan Su was good, and she won many tournaments, often by using the number 7 club, even when it was not optimal for the field conditions. When Wan Su was asked about that, She told the journalist that number 7 was the golf club she had available when she was growing up, and she was used to playing with that one. Won-Soo started making more money gradually as she became a professional player, but she had to give most of that money away in order to save her mother from the loan sharks. Her mother got addicted to gambling, and she owed money to some dangerous people. From there, Won-Soo started donating most of the money she was making from golf, and she became known as the Angel of Charity. After being invited to the podium and giving a speech about the donations, Won-Soo can enjoy the party along with the rest of the guests. As she speaks with various guests, her husband exchanges gazes with one of their friends. Kim and the woman leave the party soon, but the woman neglects that she has joined the party with her young brother. The boy feels sleepy soon, and he asks Won-Soo about his sister. Won-Soo looks around the hotel for her and finds her having intercourse with her husband. Won-Soo is mad at them, but it appears she already knows about their affair. She blames them for getting caught because the place is full of reporters and their secret affair could destroy everything. Won-Soo walks outside and gives Kim some time to get ready. The man waits for her later on and wants to grab her hand so they can return to the party together. They do exactly that and start dancing. Nobody understands a thing about what's going on in their personal lives. The woman also returns to the party and feels jealous when she sees them spinning around. Later, Won-Soo comes face to face with the woman again as she enters Miss Park's room to have a talk with her. Miss Park kicks the young woman out because she wants to be alone with Won-Soo, who pours herself a drink and asks the old lady if she also wants one. Ms. Park throws a newspaper at her, but Won-Soo is not going to take any of that. She throws a couple of glasses on the floor while she asks the old lady why she has to treat others poorly to feel better about herself. She also assumes that the old lady knew about Kim's relationship with the young woman, and now she is worried about what Won-Soo will do. Won-Soo tells her that she has no intention of divorcing Kim because she wants to stay focused on her work, which is to grow the charity foundation she has built, named NOW Foundation. The old lady speaks back at her, saying that she has made it what she is today, but Won-Soo clarifies that she only owes her success to herself. Before leaving the old lady, Won-Soo reveals that she did not even spend time with her son in the past to grow this foundation, so she will not allow any kind of obstacle to hold her back. Later that night, Won-Soo visits a bar alone to have a couple of drinks. As she sips on her drink, she recalls how she met her husband Kim. The two of them met when Kim volunteered to work 10 days for the Now Foundation. After they met, Kim asked her to stop playing golf and become his wife. Back in the present, Won-Soo gets drunk and tries to walk back to the hotel. Do-yoon sees her and follows her to make sure she's going to be fine. Won-Soo wants to be alone, but the bodyguard knows she is going to need him, so he follows her. Soon, the two of them make it to the hallway right outside her room. Won-Soo stumbles here and there and empties all of her bag's contents to find her keycard. Since she is having a hard time, the bodyguard helps her enter her room, and the two of them engage in a brief conversation. Do-yoon asks her if she is happy or if she is feeling alone, but a knock on the door interrupts them. Kim wants to check on his wife, and Do-yoon is about to open the door for him, but Won-Soo grabs his arm because she does not want to see her husband right now. The two of them wait until Kim leaves, and then Do-yoon walks out of the room as it starts raining outside. The next day, the crew travels back to Korea, and the chief shows Do-yoon around the mansion. The bodyguard tries to learn more about his job, but the chief tells him to relax as he will get used to it as the days go by. After being asked by the chief, Do-yoon reveals that he was living in Manila for the past 3 months to investigate the death of his old friend Yoo-hyuk. The chief asks if he found anything, but Do-yoon gives him a negative reply. When he is left alone, Do-yoon recalls that he found his friend moments before he died. As he was dying, he was trying to tell him something about a photo. Back in the present, Do-yoon accidentally knocks a picture of him with Yoo-hyuk on the floor and finds an SD card hidden in it. He plugs the card into his tablet and sees some video footage of Hwang Group's former chairman's dead body. Do-yoon suspects that there is something wrong with the ex-chairman's death, and his friend wanted him to investigate it. Won-Soo asks her bodyguard to meet and tells him that she does not feel comfortable having him around after the time they spent together the night when she was drunk. Do-yoon neglects her emotional worries to tell her that the people who tried to kill her were professionals and they are going to try again. He claims that the attack was not orchestrated by a terrorist group, but rather by somebody who wants to keep a secret safe. Do-yoon believes that there is a conspiracy running deep within Hwang Group, and he has to uncover it. In the meantime, he will stay by her side in order to protect her at all times. Later, Won-Soo meets with her brother to tell him that they need to change the accounting firms managing Now Foundation because she wants to make it an international organization. The brother is upset to hear that because it would cause him problems with the money laundering. As it appears, Now Foundation is laundering money for Huane Group, and Wan Su knows everything about it. Nonetheless, she wants to stop Ms. Park from using them and stop laundering money for her. The brother asks if the authorities caught the sniper who attacked her in Manila, but the culprit is not caught yet. Wan Su asks her brother if he believes Ms. Park is the one who ordered the attack, and he replies that he doubts it. On the other hand, you can never be too sure when you are involved with ruthless people like her. In any case, Wan Su has made her decision and asks her brother to proceed with her instructions. After this conversation, Wan Su meets with the cheating woman to put her in her place, but things kind of happen the other way around. The woman reveals that she knows how the story happened. Kim met her in Africa when he volunteered for the Now Foundation and proposed to her because he fell in love with her, but that's far from the truth. According to the woman, Kim was dating a celebrity in Seoul back then, but he did drugs with her and the celebrity died. His family covered the story and wanted to create a good public image for him, so they set it up in a way that would lead him to meet with her. Wan Su had a rags to riches public image back then, and Ms. Park considered it to be the perfect match for her son. Even though Wan Su can't be certain about the credibility of this scenario, she is infuriated and leaves in anger. That night, Kim wants to have a talk with his wife and tells her that he loves her. He wants to stay married to her. Wan Su makes yet another revelation and tells him that she knows the kid who's around the cheating woman is his son. Kim is surprised, but Wan Su tells him that things can be a bit better between the two of them if he sends the kid and his mother abroad. However, Kim claims he can't do that if he does not ask his mother first. Wan Su is disappointed at him, but the man proclaims there is a natural order and he can't make such big decisions without his mother. The old lady gets back at Wan Su the next day when she sets up a family shooting, but wants to include the kid, Jun-hee, in it. Wan Su is mad because she thinks people will consider that is her own son when they see the photo. The old lady tells her that they are not going to confirm something like that to the public, but they are free to think whatever they like when they see this photo. The old lady attacks again when she brings the kid to live with them in the mansion and moves his stuff into Wan Su's dead son's room. Wan Su wants to get some time alone and gets in her car to drive away, but Do-yoon hops in to go with her. The woman walks across the beach and then takes some time to clean her feet. Do-yoon kneels and helps her wipe her feet before putting her shoes back on. As Wan Su gets up, she tells the bodyguard that she does not trust him completely and instructs him to stick to his duties as a bodyguard and only those. When they return home that afternoon, Kim waits for his wife to tell her that he really loves her, but he also feels neglected by her. He suggests that maybe the solution to save their marriage is to have a second child together. Kim tries to get close to her, but Wan Su doesn't want him. Do-yoon sees this from outside and runs inside the mansion. He grabs Kim from behind and holds him until he calms down. Then he releases him and says that if Wan Su gets hurt, it would make things very perplexing for all of them. Wan Su asks him to drive her away, and Do-yoon does exactly that. As the days go by, Do-yoon tries to find more details on the former chairman's death. He discovers that the chairman supposedly died of a heart attack at a hotel named the Grand Palace. However, Do-yoon reviews the video footage he acquired and realizes that the ambulance took the chairman from another building which has nothing to do with the Grand Palace. The bodyguard is convinced that the chairman got murdered by somebody related to the Huane Group, as well as his old friend Yoo-hyuk, who was investigating the case of the chairman. The next morning, Wan Su's brother comes to see her with a contract prepared by Ms. Park. The contract is basically a resignation, and Ms. Park wants her to sign it. Nonetheless, Wan Su will not just keep her arms crossed, so she makes the next move. She leaks to the newspapers that Jun-hee is the son Kim has acquired via a secret affair with a woman named Jang. The reporters are after every member of the family, but Wan Su refrains from speaking to them. Ms. Park calls everyone for a meeting, but her trusted guard tells her that he was not able to track who leaked this information to the media. Unfortunately, the news has brought bad results for 5 of their companies because their stock prices have plummeted. Ms. Park believes that the public is afraid Wan Su will get a divorce from Kim and instructs everyone not to speak to the media. But as soon as Wan Su walks out of the meeting, she instructs her secretary to set up a press conference. When the time comes, the reporters start asking a million questions about the affair and the child. Wan Su surprises everyone when she says that her husband is innocent and the child is not his son. However, she surprises everyone a second time when she says that Jun-hee is the son of the former chairman of the Huane Group. Ms. Park goes absolutely nuts when she hears this. while Wan Su's brother bursts into laughing. The old lady wants to see Wan Su and snaps at her for what she said at the press conference. Wan Su replies that this was the best thing she could do because she had to protect herself. She adds that she is doing more for Huang Group than Kim is doing, so she does not deserve to be treated harshly. The old lady wants her out and asks her again to sign her resignation from Now Foundation. But Wan Su is not going to do it. She threatens the old lady that she is going to take it to the extremes if she keeps attacking her. She will remain the CEO of Now Foundation, or else she will expose everything to the authorities, including the money laundering scheme Ms. Park has established through her foundation. A few days later, the old lady invites Zhang and her son into the mansion and announces that they are going to stay with them. She tells Wan Su that this is the right thing to do since she is her late husband's lover. Wan Su takes Zhang to her room and shows her around, but she also makes herself very clear. She warns Zhang to make herself invisible around the house and definitely stay out of her sight. That night, Wan Su decides to go for a run, and she invites Do Yun to go with her. As they make it away from the house, Do Yun asks the woman what she is trying to protect. To him, it would only make sense for her to divorce her husband. Wan Su recalls a moment from the past when she was speaking with the former chairman. The chairman told her that his heart was broken and had her scan her palm so she could gain access to a bank account. The chairman did not reveal more information, but told her that what she needed would be revealed to her in time. Finally, he asked her to stay married to Kim until that moment comes. Back in the present, the old lady attends a university event, but she realizes that she has